Hello, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome back to English Step Audio, where learning English is natural, is easy, and most importantly, is enjoyable. I'm Mary, and I am so pumped to spend this time with you.
And I'm Leo. It is fantastic to be back with all of you again. Mary, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in a conversation where everyone is talking excitedly, and you have absolutely no idea what they're saying?
Oh, yes, many, many times, Leo. It's a terrible feeling. Tell me, what happened to you?
I was at a dinner party last week, and three people were having this intense, deep discussion. They were firing words like quarterback, touchdown, first down. I just sat there, nodding my head and smiling like I understood everything.
And you didn't know anything about what they were talking about?
Well, I knew they were talking about American football, but that's about it. I felt so lost. I was like a sailor in the middle of the ocean without a map. And then someone turned to me, looked me in the eyes, and said, "What do you think about the defense, Leo?"
Oh no, the defense. That is a specific question. What did you say?
I panicked. My brain stopped, and I just shouted, "Yeah, totally, totally." Ugh. Mary, I still don't know what I agreed with. I might have agreed to buy the whole team.
That is so awkward, Leo. But honestly, don't feel bad. That happens to a lot of people, especially when learning a new language. Sports vocabulary can be very, very confusing. It's like a language inside a language.
Exactly. It's a code. And that's why today's topic is so important. We are going to break that code. We are going to talk about sports in English.
Oh, I love this topic. This is going to be so much fun. You know, sports are everywhere in the news, at the office, in the cafe. If you want to have real, natural conversations in English, you will definitely need to talk about sports at some point. It's the ultimate icebreaker.
Absolutely. Whether you love sports or you know nothing about them, today's episode is your guide. We will give you the words to join the conversation and never feel lost again. And Mary, before we dive into our sports talk, let's do something important.
Yes. Friends, if you want to keep learning with us, please hit that subscribe button. It's a small click for you, but it means the world to us. And if you enjoy this episode, give it a thumbs up or a like. It really, really helps.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Now, Mary, I am very curious. Are you a sports person? Do you have an athletic soul?
Well, that depends on what you mean by sports person. Do I play sports? Sometimes. Do I watch sports? Well, not as much as you do, Leo.
Okay, okay, I understand. So you are not a die-hard fan like me. And that is our first big vocabulary phrase for today. A die-hard fan. This isn't just a regular fan, Mary. This is someone whose loyalty never dies.
I like that description. Die hard. It sounds unbreakable. So even when the team is losing or playing badly, a die-hard fan stays loyal?
Exactly. If they lose 10 games in a row, the die-hard fan is still there, wearing the team colors, shouting and hoping. That is true devotion.
That is dedication. I respect that, but I am different. I'm more of a casual fan. Casual. It means I watch when there's a big game or when friends invite me over and there's good food. I enjoy the atmosphere.
Nothing wrong with being casual. It's more relaxing. So, what sports actually make you stay in front of the TV?
I really, really like tennis. There's something beautiful about it. Watching two players compete one on one. The focus, the speed, the strategy. It's like a physical game of chess.
Tennis is great. I love the Grand Slams, the big tournaments, Wimbledon, the US Open, the French Open. The atmosphere is so elegant. White clothes, green grass, and total silence before the serve.
Yes, exactly. And I also enjoy soccer, especially during the World Cup, when the whole world, every country comes together for one massive tournament. It feels special.
The World Cup is amazing. People from every corner of the earth root for their national team. Friends, listen to this phrase, to root for someone. Think of the roots of a tree. It means you are grounded with them. You support them with your whole heart.
A perfect image, Leo. So, who do you root for in soccer?
Well, I root for the United States because that is my home, but I also root for Argentina because Messi. They play beautifully. It's like art on grass.
That makes sense. Art on grass. I like that. What about you, Leo? We know you love many sports, but what is your number one?
Oh, without a doubt, basketball. It is in my blood. I grew up with a ball in my hands. I watched almost every game during the season.
Do you have a favorite team, or do you just root for everyone?
I root for the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers. I have been a fan since I was a little kid. I have their jerseys, their hats, everything.
The Lakers. Even I have heard of them. They are very famous, right?
Very, very famous. They are a dynasty. They have won many championships. But honestly, even when they are having a bad season, I still support them. That is what being a diehard fan is all about.
True loyalty. I admire that. But, Leo, do you still play yourself? Or are you just a couch potato now?
A couch potato. Well, maybe a little bit. But I do actually play. Not like I used to, but I play pickup games with my friends. Let's explain this. A pickup game. It's simple. You pick up a ball, you pick up a team, and you just play. It's totally spontaneous.
I like that idea. No official teams, no uniforms, just pure fun. No pressure, right?
Exactly. It's for exercise and laughter. What about you, Mary? Do you play any sports these days?
I play tennis occasionally with my sister. We are not very good. We hit the ball over the fence more than over the net, but we laugh a lot.
That's the spirit. As long as you are moving, it's a win.
And I go running 3 times a week. Does that count as a sport, Leo?
Of course. Running is the oldest sport in history. Think about it. Marathons, track competitions. It is a great discipline. Are you training for a race?
Oh, no, no. I'm not training for a marathon. I just run to stay healthy and to clear my mind. When I run, my problems seem smaller.
That is a perfect reason. You know, Mary, I think talking about playing sports uses different words than watching sports. We should help our listeners with both.
Excellent point. When you play a sport, you use action words. You might say, I scored a goal, or I made a basket. Or in baseball, I hit a home run. These are success words.
Right. And when you watch a sport, you use story words. For example, you might say, the game went into overtime. This is pure drama, Mary. It means the regular time is over, but the score is tied, so the battle continues.
Oh, overtime games are so stressful. My heart is racing the whole time. Please, just score, please.
I know, but that is why I love it. The tension, the drama, the excitement, it is thrilling.
You, Leo, are definitely an adrenaline junkie. I prefer a calm game. But tell me, when did this obsession start? When did you first love sports?
Oh, I remember it so clearly. I was very young, maybe 6 or 7 years old. My dad took me to my first baseball game. Mary, I was amazed.
What was it like? Tell us the story.
The stadium was huge. I had never seen anything so big. The grass was so green, the crowd was so loud, everyone was eating hot dogs and popcorn, the smell, the lights. It was magical. It wasn't just a game, it was an event.
That is a beautiful core memory. I can almost smell the popcorn.
It was. After that day, I wanted to play everything: baseball, basketball, soccer. I was unstoppable.
And were you the star player? Were you the best?
Oh, definitely not. I was okay at basketball, but I was really bad at baseball. I couldn't hit the ball, but it didn't matter
Why didn't it matter?
because it wasn't about being the best. It was about having fun with my friends. It was about the team spirit. That is the most important part of sports.
That is the perfect attitude. I think many children feel too much pressure to be perfect, but sports should be a place of joy, not stress.
Absolutely, 100%. But what about you, Mary? Did you have a sports life as a child?
I played soccer for a few years in elementary school, but I was not very aggressive. I remember the coach always telling me to be tougher, to go after the ball more.
You were too polite to steal the ball?
Exactly. I would wait for them to pass it instead of taking it. Not a great strategy for soccer.
That is so funny. But hey, at least you learned sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is about being fair and respectful to everyone, even the people you are playing against.
That is true. I did learn a lot about working with others. Team sports teach you how to communicate and cooperate.
They do, and they teach you how to handle winning and losing. Both are important life lessons.
And speaking of winning and losing, Leo, have you ever rooted for an underdog?
Oh, many, many times. Let's explain this magical word. An underdog. Think of a dog fight where one dog is smaller. It is the team that everyone expects to lose. The team with zero chance.
They are the small team. They don't have the most money or the best players, but sometimes they surprise the whole world.
Yes, and when the underdog wins, it is the most incredible moment in sports. Everyone cheers because they proved that anything is possible.
I love those stories. They are so inspiring. Now, Leo, tell me about game day. Do you have traditions?
Oh, traditions are everything. On game days, I have a ritual. I always wear my team jersey. And I have lucky socks.
Lucky socks, Leo. Do they actually work? Do the socks help the team score?
I believe they do. If I don't wear them and they lose, it's my fault. And, of course, the snacks. Chips, salsa, chicken wings. It's a feast.
And do you watch alone or with friends?
Usually with friends. We gather at someone's house, we make a lot of noise, and we talk about the first half. And then, during halftime, we get more food.
Halftime. That is the break in the middle of the game, right?
Exactly. It gives the players a chance to breathe, and it gives the fans a chance to eat.
You know, Leo, we should definitely talk about sports idioms, phrases that come from sports, but we use them in the office and at home.
Great idea. English speakers love these. Give us the first one, Mary.
Okay, imagine you are in a meeting. Someone says, "The ball is in your court." What does that mean? It comes from tennis. It means it is your turn to make a decision or take action.
Perfect. And what about to strike out? In baseball, you get 3 chances to hit the ball. If you miss them all, you strike out. In life, it means you tried, but you completely failed.
And here is a very common one, a ballpark figure. A ballpark is where they play baseball, but a ballpark figure means an estimate or an approximate number, like, give me a ballpark figure of the cost.
It's amazing how sports shaped the English language. It's everywhere.
Well, Leo, I think we have covered so much ground today. We talked about history, memories, vocabulary, and idioms.
We did. Die-hard fans, underdogs, halftime, rooting for a team. Our listeners are now sports masters. But Mary, before we go, let's give them a challenge.
I love challenges. What is it?
I want every listener to leave a comment below this video. Tell us, what is your favorite sport? Do you play it or do you watch it? Use at least one new word from today.
Excellent. Write it down. My favorite sport is because practice makes perfect. And we promise to read your comments.
Yes, we love hearing from you. And one last thing, if you haven't subscribed yet, please join our family. We have so much more to learn together.
Hit that bell, give us a like, and share this with your friends. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will see you in the next episode of English Step Audio.
Happy learning, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.